So I grew up in a village outside of Cambridge called Oakington, and I was a farmer's son. Mum and Dad ran a farm, so I was very active as a child, running around on the farm, getting up to all sorts of mischief. And when I was about 8 or 9 years old, because I was quite a boisterous child, I started playing rugby. I played rugby for Cambridge. I was captain of Cambridge. I was captain of my school team. So I was like, even though I was a small child, I was pretty rough and tough. And I was always covered in scrapes and bumps and bruises. Then when I was 16, I actually became a gamekeeper, and it was pretty tough. So I thought, no, I need to get my confidence up and I need to toughen myself up. And that's when I decided, after doing a bit of karate and doing a bit of judo, I decided that boxing was the way forward. Okay, here we go into the gym, just like old times. This was a legendary building in the 80s and the 90s. Everyone came to our mallet. We used to have powerlifting down in the bottom. Had the boxing gym, everyone knew about the boxing gym. Then you had the dojos with the karate and the judo. And it was a real community place. So I remember the first time I walked into the gym, it was a pretty intimidating place. Had a lot of fit boxers in here, you know, banging the bag, a lot of big strong boys, and I remember being pretty nervous walking into the gym, giving it a go for the very first time. Skipping, people were skipping, basically, unless you're a boxer or a girl, you can't skip. So that took a little while. The ring, the squared circle, that's the most nerve-wracking place in a boxing gym. I remember the first time I sparred, they grabbed on and said, right there, you're sparring. And they chucked me in with a heavyweight. Punch bags. So, another important part of the gym. Learning to hit the bags, learning to move around, learning how to move your head. Remember the old days, we used to have all the bags in the big gym, all the way along the wall, all hanging on these big metal frames. And when it was busy, the whole place used to shake, the reverb from all the bags. We had 40 or 50 boys in there, pounding into the bags. So today I have come as my alter ego. Now Benny Katz has come over from Norway and he wants to do a bit of boxing, and he's going to go down to Southend in a week and he's going to have a fight at super middleweight. It's going to be like Ben Hudson but undercover. Benny Katz, Ben Hudson, never seen in the same room together. So that's what that's all about. 29, I turned pro with Tony Sims and Terry Stewart, and then had a really good run on my first 10 bouts. You know, beat some real good fighters. Peter McDonough, I beat Robert Lloyd Taylor, the prize fighter champion, and I did really well. Then my marriage broke down because I got married when I was 29, just before I turned professional, and that kind of knocked me back a little bit. And I had about, I think, 18 months out. Then I got a chance of a trainer and decided that we'd go down the route of being a journeyman, because I was already a veteran. I was a tough boxer, and I've never been stopped or knocked out. So, due to the demand that there are for journeymen in the sport, I went down that road, and I had a fantastic sort of 4 or 5 years as a journeyman, boxing all over the place, up and down the country, and I boxed future Southern Area champions, future British champions, Commonwealth champions, European champions, world title contenders and world champions. And it all came to a halt at kind of 49 fights. Just so happened I was always going to have 50, but due to the fact that my licence was going to expire, it's an expensive business to get your licence renewed, so it was 49 not out for me. And then, you know, 5 years have passed, and now here I am finally getting myself ready, 4 months training, getting myself ready for fight number 50. And then after that, you know, it's a new chapter. I'm really a light-hearted character. Some people have even said I'm too nice to be a boxer. But you know, my life's full of humour, and it's all about good fun and enjoying yourself. And you know, I'm happy to help other people. That's what I try and do. I try and help other people achieve the goals that they want to achieve by basically everything I've achieved. I've done through hard work and determination, and that's something that everyone can do if they believe in themselves. That's all it is: self-belief, dedication. Keep pushing yourself forward.
Come on, throw your shots and get away. Sort of following her, and then not doing anything about it. See what I mean? Right, carry on.
I don't come from your typical boxing background. I come from a middle class family. Boxing is not a middle class thing, it's very working class. And you know, there's been no boxing in my family at all. Everyone in my family has a degree apart from me, and I'm maybe the black sheep, and everyone's been supportive, and they've kind of got used to it now. After 23 years in boxing, I think they've finally accepted that that's the road that I was going to take. And then they understand that as long as you're happy in what you do, you find fulfilment in it, you know, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. Now, women of boxing, you know, 10 years ago, it was kind of sneered at, but you know, with the success of the Nicola Adams and the Olympic team, it's now the same as women's football, very good standard. Nothing fits anymore. None of my clothes fit. Oh, it's a disaster. I've been harnessed, hardly fits. Look, hanging off my locker. Look at that. No, I'm not married. I don't have any children. You know, I'm in my middle years now. I'm self-employed as well, and I think that's generally happened because I've made my life that way, so I can have the control over my life that I require. You know, having my own business, I can work when I want, whenever I want. Can have who I want working for me, and you know, I've kind of tailored my life around my boxing. I think a lot of the time. It's the height that I'm scared of. You see, what I'll do when it folds down, it'll go between the fence and there, and it'll swing like that. You'll just be like, oh, how can you do that? Just trying to build my confidence up. Really, I'm just like a lost child. It used to be a lot bigger. There used to be 6 or 7 of us. We tended to do bigger jobs, but it's become too stressful, too much aggravation. So now I've scaled it down, and I'd rather just work like this in pairs, doing smaller jobs. You know, I do love my tree surgery and working outside, but it's something I've been doing now for nearly 10 years, and we'll see. Watch this space.
To the left, then to the right. Oh, going off, eh?
Well done, Ben.
All right, mate.
Cheers, well done.
1 week to go.
Food shopping. Get in the face, though.
It's all right, go ahead.
He's assuming yourself.
My sister was a pioneer in women's boxing. She drew a huge amount of press attention 10 years when she started boxing 10 years ago. Going to do well in the sport, I think it's good that she's having a little comeback alongside me, and you know, it's something that you've got to know when to stop with boxing. Everyone has their limit, and it's something that I'm going to have to get out of my system, and I am with this last fight. And then, you know, it's going to pave the way for different things. The safety factor in boxing, with the head injuries and everything else, is a very interesting point, because the principle of two-man boxing for the entertainment of other people is, you know, is quite abhorrent to a lot of people, and you know, it's very basic. It's a very basic desire of human beings that wants them to see two men fighting, and it's the same instinct that makes people look at a car accident. So yeah, there's something sort of a little bit distasteful about it, but at the end of the day, it's like everything else, it's yin and yang. You have to look at what boxing does for the community and does for young people that come from dysfunctional backgrounds, that come from difficult backgrounds. And you know, the fact is, amateur boxing particularly is very, very safe and well-controlled sport. Professional boxing, you know, is about number 11 or 12 in the list of safe sports.
After 6 terrific rounds of boxing, our referee said this time has scored the contest at 58 points to 57. In favour of the new English Boxing League British Light Middleweight champion,
Professional boxing, when I was growing up, it was really Sugar Ray Leonard. It was what, 1987, 86, Sugar Ray Leonard for Marvin Hagler, and just the way that his showmanship stole the rounds and won the fight, amazing comeback. That really did inspire me to come and box. You know, all boxers that achieve anything are dedicated. Even to climb into the ring takes huge heart and determination and self-belief. So, you know, big up the boxers.